Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Strifium and welcome back to another Misfits Racing League highlights video. Of course, we are in Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. This time around, it's the club division taking us through the highlights. We hope you enjoy. And the Bear on pole position. You have Freeware in second with ZZ9 rounding out your top three. It's Alex Bitto in fourth with Shenjay for your top five. We'll go down through the rest of this grid with you. Come the formation lap, you can see the grid here on screen as well as all the gaps and times.
Grid here at Silverstone.
4, 3. It's 5 red lights on here. Take us away, Unicorn.
Yeah, we're, as always, going to have to wait, it would appear, for the drivers to see what we're seeing. But there they go, they are revving up, and away we go here at Silverstone. Freeware, absolutely blistering start compared to Ben the Bear. His teammate Finn appears to be sitting the wrong way on the grid, but it is Freeware up into lead of this race. And now Alex Bitto is challenging Ben the Bear down for what is now P2 in the Ferrari. Behind them is a McLaren getting very sideways. I think that's Burke having a little bit of trouble. And the Renault as well of Zamas getting sideways. And there we go, we've got Seb, I think, or Swifty, one of the Williams. Seb, he's come off. I think he had a collision with Mito in the McLaren.
Fraser wheel to wheel with Zamas now. He's looking at him. That didn't help Zamas when he had that traction problem. And now Fraser here hunting him down. And this is where we might see it here. Ben the Bear on the rear of Alex Bitto. We're going to look to the front for a moment. Nothing doing. Jump back to Fraser. Follow along with the rear. And there goes a car. It's Henners. And he's out at Cops. Everybody in procession now coming through the chicane. And we're back to green flag racing as we cross the line. I'm going to jump to the back of this grid for a moment's time here as it's Wisp extremely tight to the rear of Mito, and it looks like Finn and Tim and Sever have had an exchange. Tim and Sever's gone round coming out of the final turn. Staff with a charge. In Brooklyn's wheel to wheel with Mito. Around the outside now. That's going to be Mito on the inside in the orange McLaren. Steph around the outside. Does he have the traction to get it done? Seb is retired out of this race. And where has it happened? On the exit out of Luffield. And there it is, Unicorn. The second safety car in this one.
Onto that Red Bull. This pit lane is very busy right now. But everyone appears to be going onto the medium compound tyres other than Ben the Bear.
Hammer down for Mr. Freeware, Jake and Astrate following suit here. And Ben the Bear isn't going to give anybody serious opportunity to breathe as we're back to green flag conditions. Look, there was a car there. May have been Alex Bitto quite wide.
No, it's Mito in the McLaren, and he's caused Finn to spin. He's just too slow around the first corner because he was not got that acceleration. He's clipped Finn there. Maybe Finn was going for a gap that didn't exist, but either way, the AlphaTauri driver down to last place on this grid.
But it's going to be Alex Bitto within half a second of Mito for P5, and he goes for a move to the inside. There was a bit of a slip coming out of the McLaren, it would look like. We'll have to take a look in on Alex Bitto to see if he lost any.
He lost an end plate.
Oh dear, so he's not going to be too thrilled about that. It looks like the door was open. Mito tried to shut it perhaps, but Mito's going to lose out even more. And the Bear into 8th position. Shenjay through. And Alex Bitto, 2 seconds away from P4 right now, is putting a kink in this massive train. But I imagine all of these drivers behind him are going to really start to get frustrated. Alex Bitto, even with damage, he's not the type of driver that just goes down easy.
And this is working really well for Freeware, who needs to open up this gap. And he's got 3.3 seconds to second place as ZZ9 around the outside of Luffield. He's looking at Alex Bitto. They're still side by side. ZZ9.
Alex Bitto is placing his car perfectly. ZZ9 had him dead to rights coming through into Brooklands, but it was Alex Bitto's car placement that cost him the opportunity at P5 for the time being. The only thing here is it's cost the entirety of this grid behind him a lot of time. He knows that he's going to get caught. The question is, how long can he hold out? ZZ9 now, DRS overtake coming down through the hangar straight. There's another exchange. Zamas has had an issue. He's had an issue coming through Chapel. Now wheel to wheel coming through Stowe. On the inside is the Mercedes. Is he going to get it done? Alex Bitto, we saw it last lap. He's had to go wide. He has another car in on this mix, but he's still holding this position, using the circuit as best he can to compensate for the damage on that car. And now Shenjay is going to have a run at CZ9, and I was saying it before, you really have to pick and choose your battles here. Ben the Bear smells the blood too.
He's a bit too much on the grass, though. Now he's hunting down Alex Bido. He's got DRS around the outside of Brooklands. He's a little bit too far back. Is he going to get the switch back? Ben the Bear and ZZ9, they're switching positions behind them. ZZ9, he's holding on to 7th around the inside of Luffield. And Ben the Bear, he's still there, though. They're side by side coming out of Woodcourt. Shenjay hasn't been able to get Alex Bido, but Ben is now up into 7th place. These hard tires are not holding him back. Is Shenjay going to go for the move? No, he's going to wait before Magus and Beckett.
Might have cost Shenjay here. Ben the Bear is charging behind them, but the DRS, the quick slip, going to be good for him. Jake now getting taken by Astrodite in the fight for podium positions. Shenjay round the outside through Stowe, gets Alex, and Ben the Bear is going to be looking for a position very soon now, as Alex has been overtaken and dropped into P5. You see, it's going to be Jake in the other Ferrari. He has jumped into the pit lane now. 12 laps, excuse me, how long he went on those softs together, and it's going to be Swifty.
Shenjay! Alex Bido! Shenjay's pointing the wrong way. He's managed to recover his car. But Ben the Bear pressuring on the inside of Luffield. Don't know what was happening there, but there was a Ferrari and Alfa Romeo. Shenjay's going to try and defend her on the outside of Cops, but it's not going to happen.
Razor and ZZ9 having an exchange, and Burke's in on this action as well. They're too wide coming through the chicane on the rear of ZZ9. On the inside now is Burke in the McLaren. Shenjay, oh, he actually, Burke there comes into a little bit of contact. Shenjay and Alex Bido now. Alex Bido drops to the Alfa Romeo.
Oh, what is this, 8th through 11th? They've all caught up. The ZZ9, Alex Bido runs wide through Brooklands. And ZZ9, we've seen him around the outside of Luffield before. He's trying it again. Is Alex Bido going to be able to hold him once more around Woodcourt?
50 on the inside of Mito coming down through Brooklands. Switching back to the outside now as they move through Luffield. That's the McLaren on the inside. Swifty and the Williams wanting to get this move done. It's the McLaren versus the Williams here around Silverstone, and it's going to be Swifty through, exiting out of Luffield, and it was very neatly done from him.
Ben the Best going for the lead of this race up the inside of Shenjay down into Brooklands. He's now taken P1 away from the Alfa Romeo. As Burke up the inside of Alex Bido. They're still fighting for 5th place. Burke now into 5th place. And Swifty, he's taken 4th. So this race far from over.
The clean race thus far. Burke under threat now. Alex Bido up the inside through Stowe. He's very late on the brakes. He gets the car around. Is he going to get the exit? No way, Jose. Burke holds it in 5th for now. But it's another lunge down into the chicane, and that's the Ferrari squeezing himself through and says, I want P5, sir.
It's DRS, but the pit at Freeware's just got that exit out of Chapel and down up the inside of Stowe on Alex Bido. And even with Alex Bido's excellent defensive driving, he's not going to be able to get the move to hold Freeware behind him, and Freeware now up into P5, even though he's probably not going to get back into the top 10.
Freeware on the inside now, coming out of Woodcote, coming through into Cops now. Who's going to concede? It's very, very, very tight here. Wheel to wheel coming through Cops isn't something you see every day, and it's not something I'd recommend to ever see. It really gets you gripping your chair. And Freeware has made it through into 4th position.
0.8 to 1 second, a large gap.
Jake on the inside coming through Luffield right now. He's got Astrodite. Ooh, Astrodite. Going a little wide there, a little bit of contact right now. The Ferrari's through into P8, but Astrodite isn't finished with him. He's looking at the inside, coming back on him. He gets back through, coming ahead of Cops. And that was a nice move from Astrodite to get that position back, but this is going to cost Jake, I think, money. And the Bear collects the flag. ZZ9 2nd, Shenjay 3rd. We still have fighting here on the hangar straight right now. Money with a move out to the outside. Jake on the rear of Astrodite. Where's he going to go? It's 3 wide coming down into Stowe. It's Astrodite on the most inside. He's going to get through. It's still wheel to wheel between Money and Jake. Money gets through into 9th position as these drivers take the checkered flag. Oh, and we have a little bit of an intense finish for this final points position here. What's it going to come down to penalty-wise? And it looks like it's going to go Ben the Bear with the win. ZZ9 second position here. Shenjay rounding out your top 3 podium racers with Freeware in 4th. That's Alex Bido in 5th. Swifty in 6th. Zamis finishes 7th with his teammate Astrodite in 8th. A good finish for the Renault team. Money in 9th with Jake rounding out your top 10 in the Ferrari for the final points.